Okay guys, for real now, doing the stream, 10th attempt. Hopefully everything's set, everything's right. Playing the 600 No Limit Deep Stack Championship on GG Poker WSOP event. So started at noon, been playing for 20 minutes, we're on a 5-minute delay. Where's the chat? Dude. Just trying to figure all this stuff out. Okay, it's supposed to start in 3 minutes, so Andrew, let me know. 8-4 offsuit onto the gun, folding here. If you guys are watching, I apologize for any technical difficulties. This is the first time I've ever tried to do a live stream, and a lot of stuff to work out, so it's been kind of tough, but hopefully everything will run smoothly from this point. Ace-9 of clubs in the big blind. As long as this doesn't get 3-bet, we're going to at least defend. We're going to defend here. Never mind. It does get 3-bet. I gamble 3-bets from the small blind. Quite good enough to open up here on the button. Fold this. I'm excited. 35 seconds. Seemed like the picture was coming out okay. Those other fake streams. think it should be up and running now. All right, King 10 suited in the cutoff, raising it up. Carter Whitney says hi. He's the first in the chat. All right. Let's go ahead and seabed this one, 1/3 pot. Big blind, probably won't have much of this very often. We take it down. So first pot on the stream that we've won. This is a big milestone. Very excited. Pocket Queens, hijack, there we go. Thanks guys for sticking around. The chat's just coming in. Looks like everything's working pretty smoothly. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know. We're gonna 3-bet here. It's kind of scary to open or to 3-bet from an open from under the gun +1, but Queens is the 3rd best hand in the poker world. It's gonna look really, really strong. Queens is probably the bottom of my range here. Definitely flat 10s and jacks on my flat as well. But we're heads up. This might be one of the worst flops possible. Kings would have 4-bet me. Jacks probably would have just flatted. And he could have tons of aces. I guess I'll just check this. We do pick up an open-ended straight draw here, but he's going to have jacks, 9s, 10s, ace-high hands. I'm just going to check again. All right, let's see what he has. Deuces. We do beat deuces. So that probably shouldn't even be in his under the gun +1 range. Pocket aces. You guys are bringing all the luck here, so I appreciate that. There is a 3-minute delay. Someone was just asking about that. People ask this a lot. Okay, big blind defends.
Looks good on my end for you.
Good. So, I'm gonna actually check this back here. It wasn't a flop that's going to elicit calls out of many hands that aren't strong, like trip 8s. Now I am going to bet. I'm going to bet half pot. All right, we're back above starting stack. We started out with 40,000 in chips. If you guys saw those other fake streams that I did earlier, we lost one hand with pocket queens. It was, I think, 3-bet. So when you joined in on this real live stream, we were down a little bit from starting stack, but back up. There were 1,054 players that started this tournament. Late registration is open for another 3.5 hours. So it's going to be a pretty big WSOP event. Andrew's firing as well. He's a couple feet away from me. So Jimmy Lai says, please cover your hand. Again, we're on a 3-minute delay.
3 minute?
5-minute delay, sorry. So there's no way for anyone who I'm playing with to open up this stream and see my cards, guys. Wow, we get an all-in and a call here. Ace-King versus pocket aces. Ace-King flops a king, but he's not looking too good. He needs a 2-out. Aces, he does not. And that's the first casualty at our poker table. Looks like everything's running pretty smoothly now.
You expecting 3 minute delay?
Yeah.
Is it 3 minute or 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Can you, do you have the volume on, Andrew? For the live stream?
What's that?
Can you check the volume of the live stream? Someone said that if you want to hear the live stream, you need a set of rabbit ears with tinfoil. Okay. Oh, but the actual play?
Everything sounds perfect. I mean, the music is a little low, but I don't know if you guys like it.
Yeah. Jamin Burton's in the chat. Good luck today, Bradley. With 8 A's. We're in a blind versus blind situation here. Queen 6 wasn't raised pre-flop. We have some showdown value. We're just going to try and realize our equity and get to showdown. We've got 4th pair now. See what the opponent has. The old 6-9. Not good enough. We got him. Hopefully this is going to be a long stream. Glad you guys are here. I don't know how many people are in this chat or watching live, but I appreciate it. So many windows open. 1,200 people. All right. It's pretty sweet, guys. A lot of people are saying it's quiet.
I mean, you can listen on here.
Oh yeah, it seems fine. So Andrew's firing in the same tournament. How many chips do you have, Andrew?
I have 38,740.
38,740, but eventually him and I are both going to get first and second in this thing. It's going to be a long stream. Payne Damon says, okay, cool. Good luck, Brad. Saw your vid. In the other tourney, you made the money. Unfortunate to lose in that situation where you were way ahead, but that's the way it goes. Keep getting it in good. Yeah, I just put out a video yesterday. If you guys haven't had a chance to see it yet, check that out. I'm assuming most of you guys have seen it already. But made it deep in the 1500 millionaire maker. So that video is just of day 2. There was a whole day 1 that I didn't show. And there were 6,300 entrants. I got 133rd. Got it in with pocket 9s versus pocket 4s all in pre-flop. And there's a 4 on the flop, so that was pretty devastating to say the least. It's a rough way to go out, especially since first was 1.5 million, second was $1 million, ninth was like 107,000. So if I just final tabled, I would have been guaranteed at least a 6-figure score. Andrew wants to know if there's a delay. I think he's pretty proud of himself for that comment. Yeah, there's a 5-minute delay.
Nice.
But Leo said 3 minute, he said, Nimi. So he answered you with a real answer there, in case you were actually wondering. Okay, so we have this tournament going on. We might jump into the Big 50 as well. There's a bunch of tournaments going on right now on GG Poker. A lot of bracelet events. Every day, pretty much. Fortunately, my computer is operating at the pace of a snail. It's kind of rough. But we'll probably hop into another tournament at some point. But this is the main focus of the day. $600 WSOP event. Big 50, okay. Oh, that's August 23rd. Did you say there was a Big 50 today, Andrew?
Yeah, there's 2 flights, the same flight as right now.
Okay. Ace King suited, middle position, going for a min raise. Ace high flop, I like that. Going 3 ways. I've been not paying attention to this tournament that much. We are gonna go ahead and bet half pot. Should be able to get calls from some worse aces and some flush draws. Both opponents fold, we take it down. The Nightbot is really regulating hard in my chat.
Yeah, you can make adjustments to that.
Austin Noonan says, is this USD? Yeah, this is a big buy-in event, or a big buy-in cash game. We're playing 200, 400, no limit. I'm in for 40,000. No, just kidding. This is a $600 tournament. So started out with 40,000 in chips. And you guys are basically going to see it from start to finish here. Benny X, is Brad streaming on Twitch too? Nope, just on YouTube, guys. Quantum T, hey Brad, I went to Maryland Live twice in the last year and always wanted to play against you, but Nimi took the seat instead, which is super sad. Looking at you, Nimi.
Took the seat for what?
He went to our meetup games, and so there was a seat open, and he wanted to play with me, but you sat there twice, both of them. Yeah, well, hopefully you get to hang out with us at the bar. That's kind of what that after party's for, is just to hang out, not at the poker table, just have some drinks, relax. Ren McDermott, good luck, Brad. Appreciate it. King 9 offsuit here in the big one. We are... I'm just gonna check this back. Good flop, king high flop. Bet 1/3 pot. I'm gonna go 3 streets with this hand. Except for, that's not a great one. We'll just go ahead and check. Opponent has king 10 here. It's pretty unfortunate that we get outkicked like that. But the ace on the river probably saved us. Jonathan Pooler, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. So glad to see you going live. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that because this has been, it's taken a lot of effort to get this stream up and running. I think this is my 4th attempt today. We had a stream that accidentally went public a couple days ago, and I had to buy a new computer just to get the stream up. Andrew's helped me a ton. Andre from Run It Up helped me a lot. Also Will Butcher from Run It Up. Boosie smuggled this new computer into the country, so I appreciate that. My girlfriend, she purchased the computer in the US so that Boosie could smuggle it. Kobe Wall says, what's the most you ever won? In a cash game, the most I've ever won is about 5,500. That was on Live at the Bike, so I made a vlog of that. That was a 5-10 session. It was mostly like 5-10-20 actually. Jamie Staples was in the game, Andrew was in the game. That was a fun one, but the video that I put up, the vlog I made of it got deleted, unfortunately. But there are some other clips from that session that I put into some other vlogs. Like I just put out a video called The Biggest Hands That I've Ever Played, and a few of those hands are in there if you want to check them out. Dynamic Fart 12 says, fuck their souls, Brad. Okay. Not sure how that works, but I'm gonna try and beat him in this poker match. Hey Brad from Bournemouth in the UK. Good luck, bud. Thank you. All right, 10-7 suited on the button. This one is somewhere on the pre-flop raising chart. So on the button, you can actually raise to like 3x the big blind. Good flop for us for what we actually have. We are going to c-bet since there's a lot of draws. If we had a king, we'd probably bet half pot, and that's what we're going to try and rep. That's a good turn card. We do have the nuts. So I'm going to bet a little bit more than half pot. He might have a king, which he'll never fold for this amount. He does fold here, so maybe he had an 8 or something. Maybe he had nothing. Maybe he had ace high. Brad, what does the 12 and the crosshair mean? GG Poker has some pretty cool features. You'll see this number right here, this 17, that's my VPIP. So that is how often I'm voluntarily putting chips in play. And it's 17% of the time right now. Again, thanks to everybody who's here watching through all the technical difficulties. I appreciate it. How many people does it say are watching, Andrew?
1,784.
Wow, 1,700 people. Here to sweat this WSOP run. I hear that it's a lot easier to win gold bracelets if you stream it, so that's what I'm attempting to do. We actually hung out with Rampage, shout out to him. He's out in Cabo. He just won a gold bracelet. Check out his channel. He's only 22. He's only been playing poker for a year, and then just booms a bracelet, which is awesome. Looks to be a little bit laggy, but hopefully it's fine for you guys. See some Monday morning quarterbacking here in the chat. Austin Noonan, he really wants to clarify, is this USD at the bottom? And it is not, man. We're playing a tournament, so just play money chips. Bought in for 600. Actually sold 40% of myself on GG. GG has a pretty cool feature where you can sell some of your action. So I've been doing that for all the bigger events. I'm going to be playing the main event pretty soon. That's a 5K buy-in. I'll probably sell like at least half of myself for that. And since you can play 3 different flights of the main event, which I hope to not have to do, but since you can do that, it's possible I'll take 2 or 3 shots at it. And maybe I'll sell like 50% of my action for the first buy-in, and then if I fire again, maybe I'll sell a little bit higher percentage. So keep an eye on that, guys. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. How are you doing in the tournament, Andrew?
I have 41 channels, so interesting spot. I just hope we can really get some free up this month. Office team time. Win that hand.
You won it? Andrew, chip leader in this tournament,
50.3.
50.3.
Yeah, 100 big ones.
Nice. Andrew's got 100 big blinds, 50.3 thousand in chips. Let's take a look at who else is in this. GG has a lot of people highlighted, so it's kind of cool. You can see how they're doing. Chris Moorman is 5th in chips.
Obviously.
Yeah. Chris Moorman's an interesting guy. Computer's going so slow right now with all this stuff going on. Okay, you guys are just seeing the straight hand. So that's fun. Does it look real choppy on your
That's okay.
Ace King under the gun? We're raising this one up, dudes. We're getting 3-bet from the cutoff. It's a little bit scary since we opened from early position. Definitely need to call this. Flop is a good one. Flop, top pair, top kicker, backdoor flush draw. Face a small bet. Great. We essentially have the nuts here. I'm actually going to lead this. I think he's going to check a ton of the time, and I don't want him to check back. So he might, if I put out a 1/3 bet here, there's some chance he raises and just gets silly with some kind of bluff. All right, we're going to go for max value. He folded, he probably had, he might have just had like ace high there, but we've got 53,000 in chips. That was a big pot for us. King deuce suited. We're gonna defend. But this guy's been limping pretty big hands. That last time that he limped from the small blind, he had king 10 of hearts. Good flop for us. I'm gonna check. He shouldn't have like too many aces or kings. I'm gonna try and get 2 streets of value from this point on. Here he leads, so I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna bet small, try and get a call out of like a pair of 7s or 8s. Damn it, he always has me out kicked with kings. This is bullshit. So Tay Kajan says, once this pandemic slows down, we need a meetup game in Dallas, Texas. I want my chance at some Bradley dollars. Yeah, absolutely. I was actually just talking to one of the owners at the Texas Card House. They're opening up something in Dallas, and he's interested in having us out there once they open up. So they're going to have a grand opening pretty soon. I'm not sure how much of this is public, so maybe I shouldn't talk too much about it, but I think they've posted some things on Instagram, so it's not a secret. And I've never actually like spent any time in Dallas. I've only been to the airport, so I'd love to go to the city and check it out. Nicholas Ernst says, oh man, live Brad Owen, this is glorious.
It's glorious.
Glorious,
Glory
not it's
be to Mexico.
yeah, it's not just me here. Andrew's here as well, which I'm excited about. Without and Boosie. So without their help and support, I couldn't have made this live stream happen. Very grateful to them. Andrew's been putting off doing his own things at different points to help me out, so I appreciate that a lot. Was that? I will. This is my jam right now. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but this is Cake Going the Distance. This is my #1 all-time favorite song to play poker to. See if we can turn it up. Andrew McVeigh, good luck. I'll be back to root for you later. He's the newest member of the moderator crew, and he earned that. Goat, $5. Good luck. Get that bracelet. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. LOL 3842. What's good, Bradster? A lot of things are good, man. We're in Mexico, we're in Cabo, hanging out with Andrew and Boosie, living the dream, firing in some online poker, firing in a lot of online poker here on GG. If this folds us, we're going to be raising it up. Yeah. King 8 suited in the cutoff. China in the box puts in the raise. I'm going to check the pre-flop guide after this. I'm going to go ahead and fold for now. But I think that might be a call. Flop's not good for us anyway. But occasionally I check back at these pre-flop guides that I used from pokercoaching.com and Upswing Poker. They help out a ton, so definitely get access to some pre-flop charts at some point if you guys are playing some online poker. Yeah. So I'm going to bring over Upswing's pre-flop chart. This is versus a 3-bet. Where did that go? I don't know where that chart went. This is frustrating. You can see it on your guys'. Okay. Button versus big one. How many big ones do we have? I think we had around 100. So it says you're supposed to open up King 8 suited and actually defend there. I did not, so that's technically a mistake. Seemed fine in the moment though. All right, so we're on break. It's going to be a 5 or 6 minute break. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and address some stuff in the chat. They'll use the restroom probably pretty soon. Andrew, come hang out. Maybe. Just come hang out. Just say hi.
Hi. Hello. Hey, we have matching shirts.
We do. We planned that.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Everything's so slow on my computer since I have a lot of stuff running right now. But Philip Yates says, hi Brad, how long have you and Andrew known each other for? You want to take this one?
How long have we known each other for? I guess like we've been vlogging for like 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years for me in October. You started in what, December or something?
Yeah.
So 3.5 years-ish. But we were playing poker together for a couple of years, a good couple of years before that.
Yeah.
I can hear you completely fine, Brad. Yes, I think it sounds fine. If anyone is having audio issues, check the volume on your computer and the YouTube window, or what other volumes you may have in your life. But it sounds fine on my end, so
It's good. How's the tournament going so far for you?
I have
98.8 big blinds. So there's different settings you can do on GG Poker. He has his, so you can see how many big blinds he has and all the other players. I like to do chips just because I think it's a little bit more fun for the stream. That way you can see how the stack increases as time goes on, and it just seems like a little bit more exciting. And you can see how the blinds increase as well. So glad a lot of people are saying the volume's fine. There's so many things you have to get right on a stream, like so many things you have to set up and all this stuff, so it's really difficult. It took a lot of work. Tried it on my other computer, set up everything for the stream on that one, and then it just came out very, very choppy. Bought a new computer. It was really difficult. I actually went to Office Depot and tried to buy a computer there, and all of them were in Spanish except for one. And I asked them if they could just change the setting to English. Unfortunately, they said that they couldn't, which was really frustrating. Then I went on Amazon to try and get one shipped out here, and a lot of places just wouldn't ship to our address here in Mexico. Seth Ward, $4.99. I appreciate that, dude. No comment, no question, nothing. Okay. Andrew's saying sometimes the questions might come in a little bit later. But yeah, man, I appreciate the donation. What was that?
Said nothing for free.
Nothing for free. Kane Davies says, Brad, you can't play that music. You're going to get copyright strikes. I think they're pretty lenient with...
strikes. It might pull your stream
with streams. So they don't actually give you a copyright strike when you're streaming, and you put music on there, but they will potentially pull the stream. According to Andrew, who's got more experience with this than I do. But also, even if you put copyrighted music in your actual YouTube videos, I don't think you get a strike, or at least I've never gotten one. They just demonetize your video and they give all the money to the artist who you use the music from. Yeah, the label. What options do players have when traveling all over the U.S. to get into real money tourneys? I play on Club WPT, but can't cash my winnings. So this is from Seth Ward, who donated, so I imagine that was... Okay, what options do players have when traveling all over the U.S. to get into real money tourneys? Oh, okay. So he's talking about, I guess you're talking about online options. There aren't that many options outside of Nevada and New Jersey. I mean, you pretty much just have to use the unregulated apps, which is always a risk. Hey Brad, you look sunburned. I think it's just the red shirt. I think it's just bringing out my redness. I did go out in the sun yesterday, but I was only out for like an hour. Maybe just the lighting as well. So, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm gonna use the restroom while we're on break. I'll be right back.
Tell me about it. What a waste of time.
What's a waste of time?
Sit down on lunch.
Yeah.
Just in some dumb trees.
Brad Owen, what happens if you and Andrew get at the same table? That's a good question. We're allowed to play at the same table, but I'm not going to talk out loud about what I have unless Andrew's not in the hand. So we've done that before on different live streams. When we played on Poker Bros, we had to do that. So there's ways around it. Hey Brad, just watch your deep run. Good stuff, says Yannick Villanueve. Thanks, dude. So I did put out a video yesterday of my deep run and $1,500 Millionaire Maker. Check that out if you haven't yet. I think it's pretty exciting stuff. First time watching live, is there a delay so people can't stream snipe cards, so to speak? Yes, 5-minute delay. Yannick says, now while you play the 600, I'll play the $50 flight. That's the cool thing about GG Poker is that there's all kinds of bracelet events this year that have $50 buy-ins all the way up to $25K buy-ins. So there's a ton of options. If you guys are outside the U.S., you can sign up on GG Poker using the promo code MUGS. And give yourself an opportunity to potentially win a bracelet. I mentioned earlier that Rampage Poker, he won a bracelet. He's 22. He's only played for a year, which is nuts. We had dinner with him last night. He's out here in Cabo. So shout out to him. That was a lot of fun. Ryan DePaulo also won a gold bracelet from a Whole Foods parking lot. Novo Poker Player, $5. Good luck to both you and Andrew. Thanks, man. Appreciate the donations. Griffin, will you be naming your child Lad Owens? Seems like an odd last name in particular. I don't know why I'd add an S to it.
Maybe it's Lad Owens Owen.
Lad Owens Owen? Yeah. Michael Kanan says, Andrew Nemi, why aren't you streaming? Andrew, I think we're probably going to switch off times when we're streaming. We might do a dual stream on the same feed at some point, which would be really cool, but Andrew's been helping me get my stream set up. So he didn't have an opportunity to set up his own stream today, and he's just here for channel support as well. He's going to jump in here and give us updates. Have you ever played a tournament on big blind setting like Daniel Negreanu? Yeah, I have. For me, it's kind of more fun to just look at how many chips people have rather than big blinds. And I think it's a little bit more fun as the tournament progresses to see huge chip stacks in the hundreds of thousands or potentially millions if we run very deep in this thing. Luis Perez says, Brad, when are you coming back to Austin and playing TCH? Let's have some fun. Austin's one of my absolute favorite cities. Just a little bit wary about traveling and playing poker around the U.S. right now with, everything that's going on. And I don't really want to encourage people to gather in big groups. So the meetup games are on hold for a while. Brad, love your channel, love your presentation of your games. Great editing. Good luck today, sir. Says Killwalker 2019. Thanks, dude. Colby Wall says, what's the most you've ever won? I addressed the cash game. I've won $5,500 in a cash game before. And then in tournaments, I won a satellite into the main event plus $1,500. So that was a $100 buy-in. So that's kind of like a $11,500 score. That's kind of the way that I count it. But other than that, my biggest tournament cash was the one in the video that I just put out yesterday. So check that out. Seth Ward donates $4.99. He says, do people that travel all over the U.S. have any options to play in real money tourneys? So same question again. Hopefully you'll see my previous answer that you just kind of have to play on the unregulated apps if you're not in one of the 4 or 5 states that has regulated poker options. So we've got Jack 8 suited here in the big blind. We're going to defend this. Finally, we get to play a hand. And not a good flop. We do have a gutter, but with 3 to the flush out there, we're not in good shape against pretty much anything that the hijack is going to open with. So we're just gonna fold this. This is not good. This guy named Moist at the table. That might be Ben Adler. I haven't even seen Ben Adler in the chat. The Angler says, I'm a huge fan of yours. Could I get a shout out? No, you can't, the Angler. The Angler just fishing for some love, and I'm not gonna give the Angler any. I didn't even realize I did that. That's great. Yeah. Also, get yourself some kombucha. Really, really good stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and do commercials on my stream for different products that I like. Boosie got this. You can maybe you just saw her walking in. She got this from Costco. I'm a big Kavita kombucha fan, but so I've never had this brand before, but I like it a lot. This is GT's. Andrew's got a set. What happened pre-flop? What happened flop? Nice. Andrew just turned a boat. Steve Batello, Brad, great run / video yesterday. I wish you luck here. I feel you'll go deep in this tourney. I'm looking forward to you coming back to Vegas and joining you at a table. Glad to give you my cash. So, some people want Bradley dollars, and some are trying to give me their money, which I appreciate. Jesse Smollett says your dad D-Neg says hi. Is Daniel streaming? Tell Daniel I say hi. If you can go to Daniel's stream. Let's get some back and forth between this chat and Daniel's chat. Sonny Bravo says, why did you put me on a timeout? Sonny, I did not put you on a timeout. I have a Nightbot moderator, and I think that it's like an automatic moderator, and it sometimes just goes crazy. So a lot of different kinks you have to work out with these streams. This is my first ever live stream of my play. So that's one of the issues that I'll address. Sorry about that, dude. Dave Franken. I've noticed that Brad often acts quickly when he doesn't have a decision and only acts slowly if he does, which is logical, but also exploitable. Yeah. Sometimes I try and mix up the timing a little bit, but I'm not sure really how important that is. I mean, a lot of people are playing multiple tables at the same time, and I just don't know how often they're going to be making decisions based on my timing rather than the action and their cards. Ace-Jack offsuit here in the low jack, raising it up. My friends and I aspire to be you, thinking of starting a Brad Owen club, says Brendan Canning. Cool, man. I want to sign up to your club. So let me know if you get that going, and I'd like to join or be on the mailing list at least. Okay, folds around, take that one down. Anytime you can get folds in a tournament, that's a pretty good result, especially later on when blinds increase. We still have 80 big blinds right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lobby. If you're outside the US, you can still join in. There's 165 minutes left of registration. 1,481 entries so far. 1,321 people still in. Let's look at who's at the top of the list here. Benny Glazer's playing. First in chips, 171,000 right now. That'd be nice. $2 in Canadian from Jaden Manhennett. Good luck from Canada, Brad. Let's see a final table. Thanks, man. I'm trying to play the best that I can. I was a little bit worried about if I would play differently since you guys are here in the chat. So far, I haven't really gotten into that many tough situations or done anything that I wouldn't normally have done, except for maybe I would have called with that King 8 suited hand if you guys weren't here once I got 3-bet. Roy Jin says, finally got an avatar, Brad. I did get an avatar. GG Poker's graphics team, they made me one. It's pretty sweet. Someone asked, why did the live at the bike video get taken down? I think it got taken down because I promoted another poker site in it briefly. I think YouTube has kind of changed their policy on that, where you can promote some gambling sites now, and obviously I'm live streaming this. It's kind of a tough thing to keep track of, YouTube policies. So they took it down, which is frustrating because that's the vlog where I won the most money I've ever won, and it was fun to have that one up there. And now my whole like YouTube collection feels a little bit incomplete without that one vlog there, and that's a pretty significant vlog too. But you can still find the clips of the big hands in some compilation videos that I put out. $2,019 people watching. Is that right, Andrew? Do you know how many people are on there? 2,481. Wow, 2,400 people watching. That's crazy. Didn't expect to get that many people, so that's really cool. Caleb Naker says, hi, Brad, all the way from South Africa. So Boosie is sitting right across from me. She's from South Africa as well. How do you... Key Darty says, do you play poker as a living? Any side jobs? Well, YouTube is kind of a side job now. I was playing just for a living, had no other source of income for a long time. We have an under the gun open here, and then the small blind 3 bets, almost 4x's it. No way I would ever consider calling the 5-3 offsuit. But that's going to be really, really strong for the small blind to 3-bet the under the gun open, because under the gun is going to have a very narrow range. Small blind should really never be 3-betting light and potentially playing the hand out of position for the rest of the hand. Plus, that's going to crush the under the gun's 3-bet calling range. So yeah, my gamble, I imagine, has an overpair, and Lebowski, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a set of jacks or 10s. Potentially even diamond flush now. And he rips it. Now, I don't know, I guess he's repping a flush. But I guess he could potentially also have a 9 in this spot. Pocket 9s. And have a straight and go for a value bet shove. Maybe even a set could do this, because there shouldn't be any 9s in my gambles range at all. So you could feel pretty good about value betting a set on this board. My gamble folds. Bowski wins it. That's a pretty interesting hand. Jack 9 of spades in the small blind. We're in a limp call. I guess we'll just check fold this. Jack 9 of spades in the small blind. Yeah, I don't have, just have a backdoor straight draw, and I'm drawing a third pair, so that's not good. I don't think the big blind's gonna have much of this board, but it just doesn't seem great to be calling a bet in that spot and hoping the big blind has some kind of weird bluff and just shuts down. Jason Legrand says, Brad, love the music selection you're playing in the background. Nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I have a pretty wide range of music that I like. So I put in some stuff. Right now we got some... actually, right now we're going to call this. I think 3-betting this is probably pretty good as well. My gamble checks. We've got a gutter, 1 over. My gamble might just have like king high or something in this spot, queen high, jack high, all kinds of hands that are going to have equity against us. So if we can bet as a semi bluff there, even get some hands that we're beating to fold, it's a good result, and that's what happens here. Seth Ward, how much have you won versus lost in Mexico? Any options for players not in Nevada to win real money? I've won some on Club WPT, but can't collect. So I've addressed this a few times, man. In terms of the real money stuff, you have to play tournaments on the apps, and those are unregulated. It's a little bit sketchy at times, but for U.S. players, that's all you can really do. That's why Andrew and I came out to Mexico, because it's nice to play on a regulated site and not have to worry about that stuff. How much I've won and lost? I'm actually not sure how much I've won and lost. I think I'm down a little bit because I've been playing some big buy-in events, some 1500s, and you really have to run deep in those. So I got 133rd in the last video out of 6,300 people, and was pretty close to a big score. If I just lasted like a couple more hours, then I might have had a 6-figure score. But I do have some other semi-decent scores for 7K. So I have 2 7K scores actually. But when you're playing 1500s and $600 buy-in events, you really need like a 30K score at least. And it's just so hard to get those in tournaments. You just have to run really, really well, have like all your bluffs work. Tyler Mulholland says, I'm at the same table as you. Tyler, what's your username, man? Brad, can you shout out my boy Farmer? He's a big fan, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday, Farmer.
Did you see Rampage's super chat?
No, I didn't see it. Super chat. He did a super chat?
Yeah, $50.
What? Where was that?
That was a while back.
It was? Oh, sorry, man. I didn't see Rampage's super chat, but I guess he donated $50, man. Thanks a lot, dude. I'm gonna try and find it here. I can't find it. It's hard to pay attention to poker, the chat, and everything else that's going on. Jesse Strong says, Brad, turn off the music or you'll get copyright banned on YouTube, buddy. It's not really an issue, man. YouTube might pull the stream, so if it ever abruptly gets cut, it's from that, but they won't give you a strike. They just, on regular YouTube videos, they just give the money to the label from the artist.
Eric Short, let's go.
Patrick Hauser Do you like playing with chip stacks or big blinds? I like playing with chip stacks. It's fun. Blinds are going up now. So we've got 70 big blinds still. We're still in good shape. Alan English says, Brad, I've noticed that your standard open in these tournaments is 2x, yet you open for 3x or more in cash games. Why is that? Couple different reasons. One is in cash games, you're playing deep stacks. Usually I play in like 200 big blind games, and you can always rebuy or add on. In tournaments, you can't necessarily do that. You have to preserve chips, and chips are just a lot more important, and you can open to 2x and it accomplishes quite a bit. A lot of the time it just folds around, so that's always a pretty good result. And it's just kind of the standard thing. It's what all the wizards do, so I just try and copy them. Jared F says, mug in Michigan, please. Yeah, that one is a long overdue location for a mug. We need to definitely do one there once everything clears up. D Nation, Brad, I would love to meet up, play with you once all this craziness is over, or maybe just to have a drink. Good luck on the tournament. Yeah. I think we're going to be doing a lot of online meetup games over the next several months until everything just kind of settles down a little bit, especially in the US. Jose P says, how long are you guys out in Mexico for? We're going to be here until the GG Poker Series ends, so at least until September 7th or so. Yash Wardian Jane says, isn't Andrew playing in this tourney? Yeah, he is. Andrew, how are you doing, man? Andrew's got 64,000. He's doing great. Are you in the $50 WSOP event as well?
Yeah, I got
50 big blinds in the $50 WSOP event that's going on as well. He's having a great day. I have a good feeling about today. Something big's going to happen.
Did you enter one or
No, I didn't. I couldn't even find it. Yeah. A lot of other stuff going on.
3,000 people watching.
Wow, 3,000 people. It's crazy. Zach Barwick says MJ or LeBron. Just have to watch that Last Dance documentary. Not feel like MJ is the greatest of all time. Excuse me, guys. 10-7 hearts. We're going to defend as long as there aren't any 3 bets. PPX 5-5. A few people, one person mentioned that I only tank when I have a decision to make, so I'm going to spend a little bit extra time here to even it out. Another terrible flop for us. We got nothing. I think folding is fine to do quickly. Nothing. Just pointing at you. Andrew Nemi sighting. Ty Moss says, how can you and Andrew play in the same tournament being at the same location? We had to clear it with GG Poker. But that's pretty common where people are going to be playing the same tournaments from the same house, potentially. I mean, people do a lot of poker trips with their buddies where they rent a place and just for a tournament series, so they end up firing in a lot of the same tournaments. Hey Brad, I live in England. Do you know when you might be next coming back here? I don't even think we're allowed in England right now. Andrew and I are banned from the country at the moment. There's not really too many places Americans can go, so Mexico is one of the very few places. Raymond de Leon, it's time for some tequila. Yeah, I mean, it's always time for tequila in Mexico. Dan's South New Jersey pizza review says, take me with you next time you leave the country. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get out of the U.S. And I don't blame him. There's not really a lot of good things going on right now in the U.S. at the moment. So pretty happy to be in Mexico. Just firing away. We did go out to dinner last night, but otherwise we've been kind of just staying put, firing in poker events, and working on videos all day, every day. Jonathan McConkey says, Brad, wanted to say congrats on your tournament run. You did a great job watching your vid last night. Thanks, dude. Fonzie2209 says that avatar actually looks like Brad. I would hope so, because it's based on a photo of me. The GG Poker team made it specifically for me, which is pretty cool. Andrew got a double up in the $50 WSOP event. He's crushing it. He's gonna win the whole thing. Can you still late reg? No. Jeff Costanzo trying to play some GG poker. If you're outside the US, you can hop on there, use the Mugs promo code, get that bonus tournament ticket cash money. Not cash, but it's as good as cash. Ben Clark, Rainbow Kitten Surprise, love it. Yeah, just found out about them the last time Andrew and I were in Austin. Our Uber driver was playing Rainbow Kitten Surprise, and I loved like every song. So download all their stuff. Check them out if you haven't yet. Miles Reese says, is this on a delay? It's on a 5-minute delay. It's hard to address this so frequently. But I feel like it's also necessary for some of you guys. We're going to raise here if my gamble doesn't open. But he does, so we're going to fold. So it sounds like there's a little bit of lag right now. Sorry about that, guys. So much stuff that you have to get right in the settings to avoid technical issues. And since this is the first stream, it's inevitably going to have some of those. Hey Brad, just found your channel. Got some great advice. Won 300 from my friends last night. Congratulations, Griffin SP3. Steve Filer says Brad only plays ace king and pocket pairs. Too tight. Who's that? I know. Steve, you kind of just got to go with what's given to you, and you kind of have to play the situation. I think those ace king and pocket pair hands are the ones that stick out in your mind more, but definitely trying to play some other hands as long as I'm in the right position and there aren't pre-flop raises ahead of me. Gregor Svechik. I don't know how you pronounce that. Says, Brad, how old are you? I'm 32. Justin Dobson says, Brad, if you ever need some advice on buying computers next time, hit me up. I've worked in IT for 16 years. More than happy to help out. Yeah, thanks, man. Maybe send me an email, bradowen4@gmail.com, and I'll reach out to you if I ever need some advice in the future. Appreciate that a lot. What's your middle name? Middle name is Thomas.
Really?
It is. Bradley Thomas Dwan Owen. No, it's just Thomas. Matt Pierce says GG shows in big blinds. Now they need to show Bradley bucks. They should do that. That'd be great. Brad, doesn't Andrew look like Aaron Rodgers? He does, but I think he looks like Thomas what's the guy's name? Middleditch more. $10 from Grant. Hey Brad, congratulations on your big WSOP win. Just watched the vlog yesterday. One of your best vlogs yet. Good luck today in the 600 tourney. Thanks, Grant. I appreciate that a lot, dude. Little bit of Jay-Z right now. Raymond De Leon, what's your top 3 favorite spots to play at? Whew, okay. 1 second. Top 3 favorite spots to play. Grayton is one of them for sure, just because it's in my hometown. And to do meetup games there is awesome with the family around, and they hook it up with the big presidential suites. I don't really have like any particular order after that. There's so many cool rooms. I'm trying to think. Wow, that's a cooler. King 10 flops top 2, but then gets counterfeited, and aces wins it all. I'd like to get some aces. How do we do that? I enjoyed playing at Red Rock in Las Vegas. It's kind of my home spot in Las Vegas, just because I know everybody there. It makes poker a lot more enjoyable when you're having just normal conversations and you genuinely care about how other people are doing in their daily lives, because they're friends and you've known them for years. So, Red Rock for that reason. And then, I'm trying to think of another good spot. There's a lot of good spots. I really like kind of all the MGM properties. Like MGM Springfield's real cool. MGM National Harbor is amazing. That's tons of action there. I haven't been there since they changed where their new poker room is. I think it's like upstairs now. Hawaiian Gardens is awesome also to do meetup games there. Cody Halley says, good luck, brother. Flipping back between you and D-Neg and garage sale videos. LOL. There's garage sale videos? What do you do? What do you watch there? I used to love going to garage sales. Every Saturday, my dad would take me and my brother to garage sales. He loved them pretty much more than anything. Vincent Fuentes, note to self, don't listen to excited Brad Owen poker tournament videos while driving. Yeah, if you're watching a live stream while driving, it seems dangerous, but I appreciate the dedication. Brad, thanks for helping me beat my buddies in poker all the time. Your content is next level. Nice. Elite Gray Fox. $4.99 from Get Rich or Die Scratching. Love your videos. I started playing poker because of your content. I have a lot to learn. Cool, man. Thanks for the donation. Good luck on your poker journey. I think everybody has a lot to learn in poker. Yeah. Andrew's got a good point here. If you like what you guys are seeing, smash that like button. Smash that thumbs up button, he says. Andrew just gave it a like. You can too. Dylan Holder says, Brad, I'll play you heads up. 10G buy-in. I doubt it. I bet you're bluffing me. I only play if it's 100K anyway. No, I don't have that much money. Oh, Rampage Poker. Here's a $50 donation. Thanks for dinner. Rampage, give you a shout out earlier, buddy. It was fun. It was fun hanging out last night. He's in Cabo. He live streamed his entire bracelet win. So I'm trying to pull a Rampage and do the same thing here. That'd be great. If I could just get a cash, I'd be pretty stoked. So check out Rampage's channel on YouTube. We have ace deuce would have flopped top and bottom pair, but can't call pre-flop raises from under the gun with that garbage. Sometimes you're gonna flop monsters, and you just have to kind of brush it off, not think about it too much. Plus, there's a lot of action here. Aditya Gupta says, brother, I'm Indian. Can I play on GG Poker? I don't think they discriminate based on race for the site. But it depends on where you're located, though. I guess if you're... I actually don't know if they allow online poker in India. Yeah, Andrew's got a good point. There's lots of India flags that he's seen at the table, so... He surmises that you can play. See that word I used, surmise? That's the biggest word of the day, I feel like, that I've used. Or most obscure word. I need to enhance my vocabulary because I'm talking a lot. It's a whole new experience to just be on a live stream and just constantly feel like you've got to keep people entertained. Dean Finkelstein just subs, hoping to be the one to tip you over 248,000 subs. Sorry, I tried. Thanks, dude. Thanks for subscribing, man. See, Tim Haragian says, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but says, how many tournament cash have you so far in WSOP, and are you above break-even in total? WSOP cashes, I think I'm down a little bit because I played some pretty big buy-ins, and I haven't had any huge cashes. Like, you have to have huge cashes in tournaments if you want to be profitable. So far I've just been, I have 7 WSOP caches this summer, which is awesome. I only had 2 before that in my entire poker career. So now I've got 9 total, which is pretty sweet, but 8 of those are min caches, and then there was the $1,500 Millionaire Maker where I got a 7K cash, but for a $1,500 buy-in event, that's not that much. It was $1.5 million for first. So kind of heartbreaking to not make it a little bit further because there were some big pay jumps just ahead of me, just on the horizon that I didn't quite get to. How many viewers are there right now?
Same.
Get an all-in and a call here. Wow, 10-9 suited makes a pair, and gets a big double up. Man, that's a massive pot. I wasn't paying enough attention to this. Didn't see what happened, but got it in with probably on the flop with 2 overs and a open ender. BTC to the moon. Not afraid. Calls with the ace-8. Gets it in good and then gets wrecked. Connor Fraser says, when are you guys coming to the UK again? Probably after they allow us to. I don't think we're going to sneak in there anytime soon, and people from the US just can't go anywhere at the moment, other than Mexico, pretty much. There's like 3 to 5 countries we're allowed in. And this is the easiest one to get to for us to play in poker tournaments. Shout out to Boosie. I forgot about her. Guess I haven't seen your vids in a while. Boosie, do you have anything to say to Cody Howley?
What's up, Cody? From South Africa?
I think this is a different person. Marcus Gregg says, is it safe in Cobo? Hope you guys are okay.
Cobo Hall in downtown Detroit.
Yes, that one.
It is very safe.
Is it safe in Cobo Hall in downtown Detroit?
I think they have pretty good security guards.
Cabo. So we're in Cabo right now, Mexico. Feels pretty safe. I'm sure there's like some underground seediness that we're not seeing, just like most big cities. But everyone's been really nice to us so far out here, and everyone has coronavirus precautions and controls. So from that regard, I feel pretty good. My girlfriend's coming out with her 2 daughters, who are, one of them, the oldest one's 9, the youngest one is turning 7 tomorrow. So I'm a little bit sad that I can't be out there for her birthday, but for her birthday present, I'm flying them out. So I feel like that's a pretty good birthday present for a 7-year-old. Mikey Mike TV says, do you plan on playing some PLO in the future? I played a little bit of PLO. Played a little bit of PLO. I played a couple PLO tournaments that are fun. So we're in a fold here, 9-4 offsuit. Can't defend this wide, unfortunately. Man, we haven't really had too many playable situations. Brad Owen, would you rather all in 6 ways on the button with aces, epic cooler, must watch, or see Jennifer Tilley's rack? It's an interesting question. I would go with the first option at this point. I don't think my girlfriend would be too happy if I chose any other option there. Brad Owen is a huge fan of lime green jello. That's a lie, Jonathan Moore. You're spreading rumors that aren't true. Fred Peterson said, I would be more impressed if you were in a parking lot in Jersey. I would be more impressed as well. We might play this one. Nah. Too many players in here. We're gonna fold the 10-9 suited in the small blind. Just good chance that we could get like flush over flush. We want to avoid that. Good chance that the flop comes queen 5 deuce, and we'd be playing out of position against 4 other players with nothing except for some backdoor draws. Nathan Hobson says, glad to see you repping the North Bay. Run it up, man. Yeah. From Santa Rosa, California. Big fan of it. It's just so expensive anywhere in California, but especially like San Francisco area. San Francisco in particular is ridiculous. So I used to lease apartments out there before I played poker for a living. And I had a 2-bedroom in 2010, and the rent was $2,800 for a 1,200 square foot apartment. And I lived in there with 2 buddies. My best friend, he lived in the living room. And then by the time I moved out, and then like a couple years later, I guess in like 2014, I had friends who were still working at that apartment complex, and they told me that the rent for that particular unit had doubled. So it was like $5,600 or $6,000 for a 2-bedroom, 1,200 square foot apartment, which is nuts. So it's hard to move back to California, even though I love it there. $5 from Ryan Ansel. Been watching videos for a long time. I enjoy your sense of humor and helpful tips. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Ryan. I'm glad it helps people. It's cool. Scorpion X says, what does under the gun mean? Under the gun would be the first person to act after the big blind. So PPX is under the gun here. This is under the gun +1. In a 9-handed game, this would be under the gun +2, but this is also the low jack in this game. This is the hijack. I'm in the cutoff right now. I'm going to be folding 10-4 offsuit, button, small blind, big blind. He's a Rampage that you're in the 50? At your same table? Cool. Rampage and Andrew were both in the $50 daily special. So we'll keep an eye on that. How are you doing in the 600?
47,000.
45,600. Hey Brad, what did your bankroll look like when you decided to play full time? Bankroll was not good. I had 10,000 in cash, and then I had another like 15,000 in stocks that I didn't want to ever have to dip into. I did a Little Caesars pizza commercial when I was 4, and it was a national commercial, so it paid like $8,000, and my parents put that in an investment account for me that I could dip into when I was older, so I kind of had that as a safety net. But luckily, things went pretty well from the start when I first moved out to Vegas to play poker for a living. Then I had a girlfriend in Orange County, and 6 months after I moved to Vegas, I moved to LA and played poker out there and got smoked. So went broke, had to move back in with my parents. Studied for the CPA exams, passed those, but unfortunately accounting firms don't hire people unless they only recruit from colleges. So I had to go back to school of some form or another just so I could go through the recruiting process. I ended up going to UNLV to get my master's, and the master's program at UNLV for accounting is just review for the CPA exams. So it's real easy for me. So I just played poker a ton, probably like 30 hours a week. And it was a 9-month master's program since I had my undergrad in accounting. Graduated in May of 2014. Started working later that year for Ernst & Young, which is a Big 4 accounting firm. And they overwork you and underpay you. So I quit after a year just so I could fulfill the CPA requirements. Got my license, and then got out of that job basically as quickly as I could. Went back to poker in 2015. Steve Calabro says, yo Brad, how can we buy some of your action? I'm selling the action on GG Poker. There's an option to sell on there, which is really cool. So for the bigger buy-in events, I've been doing that for $600 plus events, basically. So unfortunately, there's not an option for U.S. players to do that, to buy action. Conclusion 1 asks, how sick of Mexican food in Spanish are you? Not sick of it at all. I love Mexican food. I love giant burritos. We went out to a restaurant last night. I got fajitas, a pina colada, a margarita, and then I was still hungry after the fajitas, so I ordered a giant burrito, and then ordered a mojito, a strawberry lime mojito. It was delicious. Ryan Lamb, prediction, all the way Brad. So he thinks I'm going to win this one. I think Andrew's going to final table it as well, at least. So it's going to be an exciting day here. So we're on break. Check out the lobby. Still 2 hours to register for this thing. 1,908 players signed up. 1,419 remain. The average stack is 53,784 right here. Whoops. We're doing pretty well. I mean, we got a little bit above starting stack. We started with 40,000 in chips. All right, we're on break. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be back.
Because even gold, remember I told you I wanted to buy gold, right? And it just went. That's not how a pullback happens. Technically. Have you heard of this Spanish olive thing?
Yeah.
Apparently they're better than gold. They're only $500.
Gary Glass, what's up, dog? That's this. I didn't say what's up, dog. This is Gary Glass saying what's up, dog.
Oh, to me?
Yeah. What's up, dog? Quick question. What is the easiest tell you see most often? Is it more physical reaction or betting pattern related? Betting pattern related is definitely the most important tell that you can focus on. A lot of other physical tells can mean different things for different people. For instance, there's the pulse throbbing, there's like the chest, like heavy breathing at the poker table. And usually, like the pulse throbbing could mean the person's really excited and they have a big hand, or it could mean that they're bluffing. So you have to pay attention and, you know, hopefully you have some kind of sample size with that particular player to see if it's reliable or not for one specific situation or another one. The most reliable one that I found, or one of the most reliable ones, is if, like, when I first started playing 3-6 limit, when I first started playing poker, if people's hands shook when they put their chips into the pot, that would be like a very reliable tell that they have the nuts or something close to it. Another one that's pretty reliable is if someone stares at you, like after they bet, and it's like very intently, and they know that you're looking at them, and they're just staring. They're kind of trying to like intimidate you, and usually that means they're bluffing as well. But sometimes if they just glance at you, like let's say they put in a bet, and then they go like this, that could mean that, you know, they have the nuts. But usually, if you're trying to solicit a call, you're not going to like stare at somebody like this, and so you have to try and figure out what they want you to do, and then do the opposite. When they stare at you, they're like feigning confidence. Harold Pan says, "How much for a little flash?" Come on, Brad. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Not gonna do that. Okay. Janice Esmeyer says, "Scott, I know what RIP means. I didn't know he died." I think people were saying RIP to Doyle in here. Doyle didn't die. That's a running joke in poker live streams. Richard O'Reilly says, "What books do you recommend for an amateur looking to step up their game?" It's really hard to give advice to a player that I don't know much about their game, but I think the best book for players from 1-2 up to 5-10 is The Course from Ed Miller, so check that one out. The Mental Game is great by Jared Tendler. Treat Your Poker Like a Business, like by Dusty Schmidt, is great. Those are probably my 3 favorite poker books. To pay the bills. I like this song. Okay, break's done. Let's try and get some big hints. I want to get involved in a big hand, get some action for you guys. So far, the stream's going great. Really appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Would love to see you in Vancouver. My boys and I do weekly poker games and talk about your videos all the time. It's from Justin Moore. I would love to go to Vancouver as well. I've only been to the east part of Canada. I've been to Montreal. We did a meetup game there a couple years ago now. And then I've been to Niagara Falls. 8-4 diamonds in the big blind. If someone opens, we're going to defend this. So this is something that you do in a tournament that you wouldn't necessarily do in a cash game. I'm actually hoping this gets 3-bet because I don't. And just as I say that, it does get 3-bet. So now I can fold. But in cash games, yeah, I wouldn't defend 8-4 suited. Harold Pan says, "Brad Owen, favorite moment in Mexico so far? Any big titties you've seen?" Let's see. No big titties that I've seen out here. Favorite moment. It's fun when Andrew and I go deep in a tournament. So we've had a couple final tables. I think Andrew has like 3 final tables in different events. I've got 2. The Millionaire Maker was a deep run, but it wasn't a final table, so that was cool. This is up there. It's one of my favorite moments so far. Streaming, playing poker with you guys. First stream ever. So you guys are here for kind of some, I guess like a pivotal moment for the YouTube channel. Patrick Quinn says, if you place good in this tournament, will you upload a video on it? I don't know. It depends. I mean, I would probably just keep the stream up. If people wanted to rewatch it, I probably wouldn't make a video on it. This is kind of like my VPIP 16, so I'm going to raise it up here on the button. Just kind of take advantage of my image so far. I haven't really gotten in too many hands, so I'm not going to get the 3-bet that often. And that's just kind of like the cusp of a raise anyway. Let's see what I'm supposed to do according to this pre-flop chart with 40 big blinds on the button. Oh, whoops. According to Upswing, you're supposed to raise Queen 8 offsuit and fold Queen 7 offsuit, but I just went for it. Seemed like a fine spot. Travis Raul says 3K people, let all the thumbs up come. Kind of weak. Kind of weak right now. Yeah, if you guys hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Only 400 likes, help Brad out. I actually don't even have the stats up for how many people are liking the video and how many people are watching, but it's supposed to be
770 likes.
770 likes. All right, that's great. Derek Cowley says, are you concerned with stream snipers at all? Got a big all in here. Ace or King gives Ace 10 the win and knocks out the under the gun player. But Kings holds, gets double up. Yeah, we're on a 5-minute delay, so it's not really possible for someone to snipe at this point. Unless multiple people went into their time banks. Favorite flavor of kombucha? I like pineapple. It's my favorite. Pedro Vergara says, hey Brad, are you in the hurricane vector? I don't think there's any hurricanes coming. I hope not. I haven't really been paying attention to the weather. Tropical storm? Here? Well, that's not good. God, we gotta get rid of this guy. Can you go in the chat and you're not modded? I do. But I can't, for some reason, I can't do it from mine. From the like open chat box or the it's okay. Harold Pan says, hey Brad, what's your favorite bra size? You've got an obsession here, man. I don't think I'm gonna answer that one. Pedro Gonzalez says 10-7 suited is a great hand knowing others have high hands. How do you know others have high hands? And if you know others have high hands, why are you trying to go against them with lower hands? Doesn't seem like the best strategy necessarily. Zachary Steyer Pan says your stream has more people than Daniel Negreanu. That's cool. I'm sure he's doing just fine.
Just 4-bet jam, pocket jacks. Count through.
Andrew 4-bet jammed Jiggities in the 600. Yeah, blinds are increasing, so we got to chip up, guys. King 6 off. This is going to be a defend from people who are opening in late position. So, yeah, people who play cash games might not know that this is like defending here with King 6 off is optimal against a hijack open with between 40 and 50 big blinds. Not a great flop. We just have a gutter and 1 over. And that's going to happen a lot. You're going to defend and you're going to lose chips a lot of the time when you defend with a hand like this one. But I'm just going to go ahead and fold. You don't end up making anything anyway. But you're going to lose less money by calling there in the long run, which seems somewhat counterintuitive. You just have to defend such a wide range in tournaments when you're facing near or like near min raises when you're in the big blind. D Nation says, I heard a long time ago, I was wondering if it still goes on, about a lot of people getting together and going in these tournaments and trying to get on the same table and pretty much play together. I know that I know that happened. There was like an easy exploit on ACR where you could do that. I've never heard about that happening on GG Poker. I'm sure it happens like for every tournament though, potentially, or every site, especially in like smaller field ones. It's probably much easier to try and do that. Hey Brad, all kidding aside, how did you hook up the house in Mexico? This one was on Airbnb that we found out. This is actually a new place. We had a place that was cooler than this one that I showed in the first video or second or both videos from Mexico. But we extended our trip out here for an extra 4 weeks. So we're here 7 weeks total. And we had to move out of the last place since it was booked after our 3 weeks was up there. So we found this new place. It's pretty cool. Braden Bernhardt says, is it cool to see that you have your own avatar on a poker website? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think anyone's ever really like happy with how their avatar looks. It's kind of a weird thing, but it is pretty cool. I had an owl before, so this is an upgrade for sure. Brad, can you play GG Poker in UK? Yeah, you can. So sign up on GG. You can play pretty much anywhere outside the US for the most part. Use the promo code MUGS. Get $60 in extra tournament tickets. Any chance a 19-year-old would be able to play in future meetups online or in person? Definitely. We did some meetup games in Texas, and I think you can be 18 to play there. And there's different other casinos around the U.S. where it's just 18 and up, whether it be because like they don't have alcohol licenses or other reasons. So we've actually played with some 18-year-olds. And then I'm not actually sure, do you have to be over 21 to play on GG Poker? Yeah, I'm not sure. Marwin Reyes Cruz says, who's your greatest idol to ever play poker in the history and why? Who's your greatest idol to ever play poker in the history and why? Probably, like Helmuth is the most exciting person that I've been at the poker table with and actually played poker against. Phil Ivey would be, if I ever got a chance to play against him, that'd be great. Eric Z says, are you going to release more frequently based on all the video content you're creating? Probably going to keep kind of like the same video release schedule and then just mix in these live streams more. Liam Shriekwold says, are you going to make a highlight video out of this live stream? I mean, maybe if I won like, or went like super deep in it, I might. We'll see how it goes. Live streams are a lot more fun if you're actually watching them live and you're in the chat. We can all interact together. They're not quite as fun otherwise, you know. It's more fun to do edited videos where a lot of these hands that I'm not playing, or all of the hands that I'm not playing, aren't included in them, and it's just kind of like non-stop action, like a normal proper vlog. But this is cool. That way you guys can actually see all the hands and unfolding, and you see like exactly how I play. So there's plenty of medium and smaller size pots that are interesting situations, or at least like moderately interesting situations that I wouldn't include in a vlog necessarily, that you get to see here. So queens, stacks, pocket eights. I guess we're at that time in the tournament where people are going to be shoving a lot more frequently. About 25% of the field's been eliminated. I'm going to defend here if it folds to me. Ace 4 offsuit. Flop top pair. Flush draw and backdoor straight draw. Definitely at least calling here. Now, so we make the flush, and that, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for us. We do have a straight flush draw as well, and just got snap checked back. This might be a good opportunity to put in a small blocker bet, because I think I have to call a bet anyway. We get snap called, and by the 10 high flush. So I think they probably would have value bet that for more. And I think I probably, I don't know, maybe I could have just folded, I guess. Oh well, not the best, not a great run out, I guess. Ace 9 of spades, we might 3-bet this if it gets raised by the cutoff or button. Okay, I think we're just gonna 3-bet this. Fuck. Don't want to see a jam there. It's frustrating. Just have to fold. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to not have Not a good flop for us anyway. Here, I'm going to bring up upswings chart and see what you're supposed to do. So this is upswings chart, ace 9 suited with 30 big blinds. This yellow part, that's percentages of the time you're supposed to call, which is probably like less than 30. This is a tough spot now. I have less than 20 bigs. We're gonna go ahead and call this. All right. I mean, we're just gonna jam. So this might be the end of the stream. We've got. I guess we have him covered. We have Bitcoin to the moon covered. This is a big pot already. I think I just like shoving. 2x pot here. Just put him to the test. We get that one through. Fine with that. We gotta make some moves, guys. The 3-bet didn't work out for us. It's a pretty big portion of our stack. So we'll bring up this again. Ace 9 suited. Most of the time you are supposed to 3-bet, and you're supposed to 3-bet 3.5 to 4 times what the initial raise was when you're out of position, 3.5 times in position. I think if you guys go to my last video, go in the description box there, you get a subscription to Upswing or pokercoaching.com. They both have like similar charts. Pokercoaching.com has this chart, which I really like. It's a push shove chart. And we're playing with 8 players. Let's say you have 15 big blinds on the button. This is what you should be shoving with. So it's pretty wide there. Corbin Smith says, play a hand, please. Just played 2 in a row, dude. It's kind of the tough thing about these live streams. Like, you just have to wait for certain situations. And if they don't come up, then it's just me talking to you guys and kind of... This is an interesting hand here. King 6 all in, opened. My gamble 3-bet. King 6 all in called. This is a better flop for King 6 all in's 3-bet calling range than it is for my gamble's 3-bet range. But he check folds. 9 deuce offsuit. We need the good cards, Andrew. How do we get the good cards? Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Made the money in the daily special 88.
Andrew has made the money in the daily special 88. How many chips you have? How many big blinds?
8.
He's got 8 big blinds, so he snuck in there. First cash of the day. And he made a pay jump. Ben's BD says, what's the most important thing that happened to you in poker? Probably,
You were born?
I was born, that was number 1. Winning the $100 satellite into the main event in 2010. So it was right after college. I didn't have a job lined up right after college. Really wanted to play the main. bought into a $100 like satellite into a satellite actually. So it was a single table, and if you won that $100 satellite, you'd get into this $540 satellite. So I did that. The $540 satellite was a shootout style, so I had to get like second or maybe third at the first table, and then second at the next table, and then it was whittled down to like 18 players, and the top 3 people got seats into the main event. That was at my local casino, River Rock, no longer has a poker room, unfortunately. And so I did that, and that was on Father's Day, so I missed going to a Father's Day barbecue, and I felt bad about it, but the whole thing ended around like midnight or 1 a.m., and I called my dad first thing. He said it was the best Father's Day present that he's ever gotten, so that was cool. $5 from Charles X. Here's to the run good. Thanks, man. Appreciate the donation. Hunter Monahan says, Brad, I think you'd get more viewers if your stream thumbnail wasn't "stream is offline." That's a good point. Makes a lot of sense. Almighty PNB says, can you play? Stop folding. Just wait, dude. We played some hands. It did not work out. We have less chips now. I think I should have just folded more. I should just fold into the money every tournament. When are you going to be playing in Phoenix next? Probably not for a while. I went there all in just an open shove from Bitcoin to Moon. We're gonna have to get it in pretty soon, guys. We need to make a move. So I went there, this 9-4 offsuit. I want to play hands for you, but I can't. I'm not getting them. So I need all of you to collectively think positive thoughts about us getting aces. Yeah. Andrew says he's heard that if you hit the thumbs up button, he's heard that helps generate big hands. All right, let's go ahead and open this one up. I don't think we're supposed to do this from the cutoff, to be honest, but it's probably close. 20 big blinds from the cutoff, and we got jammed on. This is why you're not supposed to do it. Yeah, ace-5 is an open, it says, on upswing. Ace-3 offsuit is not. We don't want to get jammed on. That's frustrating. Flop comes ace-high as well. Big stack pushing us around. Don't like it. We got 20 bigs, man. It's getting time to open shove soon. 20 bigs, you don't have to open shove, but once it gets down to like 15, that's when I start considering it. Berkey Bilgen says, you need desktop PC for poker, dude. Okay. Kane Davies says, copyright strike coming. It's actually not coming. A lot of people who are YouTube experts here in the chat. They don't give you a copyright strike for using copyrighted music. They just, sometimes they cut the stream, and then for YouTube videos, they just give them money mostly to the record label that has the artist on it. What's the delay on this? Is Key Rose Final Cut. 5-minute delay. Would have made it straight here. 4-7 offsuit. Would have lost to pocket sixes. Makes a boat. not getting lots to play with right now at the moment. Kind of tried to force it a little bit with the ace-3 offsuit and the cutoff. I mean, it's not like that bad, but just slightly not GTO, essentially. What did you do for a living before poker, Brad? I leased apartments in San Francisco, and then I played poker for a living, went broke, and then became a CPA. So, this computer's getting so slow. All right, 9-10 of hearts in the big blind. We are going to defend if it's a single raise pot. We are the short stack here. We just haven't really had much to play with. That's a pretty good flop for 10-9 suited, guys. Hopefully we can get a double up here. Let's see, this guy's been pretty aggressive. He's running hot. I'm gonna check this and maybe check shove, depending on the bet is. Bet and half pot. Player folds. Pumps a little bit of life into us, but we needed that double up. This is not a good spot to be in. The guy on my left has 10 big blinds. I'm just gonna call this, see, I mean, if he jams, we just fold. I think jamming is probably fine as well. I mean, we're not calling there, 5 high. Let's see what pokercoaching.com says to do. I mean, it says to jam if it's like, bring this over here. Says to jam 5-4 suited for 10 big blinds when you're in the small blind. So probably should have just shifted there, but I just don't really love, like, that's such a big, I still have some play if I don't shove there. And that guy gets eliminated next hand. RDSX fan says, oh, I guess it's a Red Sox fan, says, how tall was your dad? He towered over you in that shot. My dad's 6'6". And I am 6'2", 6'3", in that range. See what you guys are watching right now. Okay. A lot of you guys are mentioning this hurricane, so now I'm a little bit worried. Drew Butterfield says, have you changed your approach to tournaments this year? Yeah, I've definitely done a ton of studying. Most of the studying that I've done has been on pokercoaching.com. I have links with big discounts in the description box of my videos. Use some upswing stuff as well. Neil Stanges says, do you have a good sense for how all your table mates are playing? No, not really. Been kind of paying attention to this chat. This is the first stream ever, so I'm trying to give you guys the attention. I definitely need to focus here, especially as it gets down to me just having 20 big blinds. You know, it hasn't been too much fun so far. I did have that trip tens hand, so that was kind of fun. Pumped a little bit of life into this tournament grind, but when you're short like this, you really want to have like some ace king, ace queen type of hands, some big pocket pairs, and I just haven't had that. Fuck, do we just get cut? No, I don't know what happened there. We just blacked out. Am I still streaming? How do you know if you're not streaming anymore? Yeah, but that's like a delay though, right? Or no? Was it? Because everything is blacked out on my computer. 3,925 people watching right now. That's insane, dude. Almost 4,000 people. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Pretty sick. Wasn't sure how the stream was going to go, how many people would be interested in watching, so really happy with all you guys in there. How are you doing, Andrew, in the 600? Get 30 big blinds? Oh, so Andrew's got 38,000 in this stack. You still in the money for the... Okay. Ace queen, so we're going to be 3-bet jamming this. We have less than 20 big blinds. The problem is all these stacks are big. And so, I mean, it's just not really going to make a dent to their stacks. So I could get called pretty light. Ace queen is not really a hand that I want to go to battle with, except for unless I'm up against like some queen jack suited type hands, some smaller aces. But we might be racing against like a pocket pair. We don't get snap called. That's good news. We probably are at least flipping. He ends up folding, so we pick it up. Get a much needed win. And we're up to about 21 big blinds. A lot of people are asking me to potentially switch to the big blind feature. Just fun to see everybody's stacks, man. I'm pretty good at math, so I can convert it into big blinds pretty quickly for the most part in my head. Justin Moore says, Brad, I donated 10, but you didn't read my message. Sorry about that, dude. It's hard to see all the donation drops, but I definitely appreciate it. Nikki Materney says, donates $1.99, says, Brad, can you read my last dono? Thanks. I don't know why I didn't see these on the chat before. Jim Lennon, $4.99 earlier. I'm really glad you aren't a big tease today and are actually putting out content. Good luck to you both. Me too, man. It's been so frustrating trying to get the stream up and running, and there's still a few things that I want to work on. Trying to find these other donations, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them. You an Everclear fan, Andrew? Classic tune. Tell Andrew I said go green and fire up chips. Big Bang says Andrew is their bonus code for GG Poker. It is Mugs, M-U-G-S. It'll get you 60 extra tournament dollars. Andrew, you're in the chat here, buddy?
Am I in the chat?
Yeah, a lot of people are referencing you right now. Thought maybe. Oh, you said hello. Am I? Like for the chat, I am? Why would the chat be delayed? That's so weird. I'm so confused. No, I'm reading it from the box. Huh. That explains a little bit. Shout out from Saskatchewan, Canada. Queen Jack offsuit. We are going to fold this one. Easy fold from my position. 20 big blinds. Facing an under the gun raise. But yeah, guys, we're going to be making some moves soon. Hello from Belarus, and good luck. Hey, hope that you're safe. I saw that that building caught fire, I guess, with, I don't know exactly all the details, but it caught fire, and there was the flammable material that like turned into basically a bomb. That was Belarus, right? Beirut. Oh, not Belarus. I'm an idiot. But I hope you're all right anyway, and hope you're safe. So Saskatchewan, Canada. I know some people from that area. It's hard for me to pronounce, but I think it's like Saskatchewan, like Saskatchewan. I used to say like Saskatchewan, and they told me that I was like over emphasizing certain letters that you're not really supposed to. I need to make it up there at some point. Xander Alexander says, I didn't know this was his first stream. Yeah, first stream right now. Heard it brings you luck. Heard it's much easier to run deep, final table things, and win gold bracelets if you stream it. So we've been doing this for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Haven't had too many big, exciting pots yet. We need some positive energy. Need to run good. It's going to get exciting one way or another in a second here. We're either going to bust this thing or we're going to double up. Ace-10 offsuit under the gun. This is always a spot that you typically, it's like on the cusp. I'm going to go ahead and raise it up here. Just since my VPIP's 18, so it's going to get a lot of respect. And anytime you open under the gun, people are going to take it very seriously. And you see a lot of people folding, and we get it through. So that ends up being the correct play in this instance. If you want to fold under the gun with ace-10 offsuit, I think that's reasonable as well. Hey, Brad, great job on your stream. You really have a talent for this. No joke. Hey, why don't you use the big blind option instead of the actual number of chips? Your thoughts? Thanks, Joni. I've addressed this a few times. It's just fun to see the chip stack go up. That way you can see how I progressed throughout the tournament. You can see the big blinds go up. I'm going to have to fold this. If it was a raise for 2 big blinds, you're pretty much supposed to call almost any 2 suited cards. and I probably would call, but especially since we're getting a call from small blind, you're actually supposed to play tighter, even though you're getting better pot odds. But had I played 8-3 diamonds, I would have flopped the flush draw, and I would have check raised. I would have check jammed to a bet from the button. Yeah, I would have ripped it here. Seth Isaacson says pineapple kombucha sounds horrific. You don't know what you're missing, dude. It's delicious. You do kind of have to get used to it though, especially like that vinegary smell. I don't like that, but I like the taste of kombucha, the rest of it. Hey Brad, if this pandemic passes, do you have plans of doing an Asian meetup game? Yeah, we actually got invited to go out to Japan, I think, this month in August, but we weren't able to do that. Never been to Asia at all, so I'd really like to go. Really like to go to Asia. I'd really like to go to Australia. That's high up on the list. Prague would be cool. Amsterdam would be fun. Good luck from Cape Town, South Africa. This is Tarish Sedanoff. Cool, I appreciate that. Appreciate the good luck from South Africa. So we got Queen 5. So we would have got snap called. We would have doubled up if we check raised jammed with a flush draw with the 8-3 suited. Alex Pateros says, hey Brad, you should go for a royal flush. I heard it was a decent hand. That is some good advice. Button jams, short stack, 10 big blinds, 10 and a half. Got the 5-3 suited. I fold. Button has sixes versus ace 4, and it just comes trip fours, whatever they need. He's lied to some spades or 6. Good. Could hit a 6 of hearts, but it's a 10 of hearts. Adios. Pocket sixes. Six deuce offsuit. That's not good. We can't do anything with that. Fold. Back down under 20 big blinds. Jack 10 offsuit. I'm gonna min raise. This is if boy 888 folds, and then I'm gonna fold to a jam. So this goes into my raise fold or open fold range. No need to open shove just yet, but since this guy opened, just let Jack 10 offsuit go. In the night, we'll wish this never ends. We'll wish this never ends. Ace, Jack. Fuck, man. This is an interesting spot. Under the gun, open. Under the gun, +1 call. If this guy jams, we just fold this. This guy is going to be like, he should be really strong. God, it's too bad we can't play this. This is just so much strength from under the gun +2 here. We need 3 bets after an under the gun call, under the gun +1 raise. Or sorry, under the gun Onto the gun call, or Jesus, I'm retarded right now. Onto the gun open, onto the gun +1 call, 3-bet, 4-bet shove, pocket nines, king queen offsuit, pocket nines has a set. I have a diamond flush draw and an ace, but he makes a boat, so we would have been crushed. We got wrecked, so we'd be out of this tournament. It's the best hand that we've seen in a little while. I wanted to play that one. Wait, what just happened there? Oh, can you still rebuy? Yeah, I guess Boy just re-entered after he busted. Maybe that's what I'll do. I didn't know you could re-enter this. Or I wasn't thinking registration was still open. This is pretty sick here. Straight flush draw flopped. And then flop makes a pair. And then that's a bad... No, it's a good suit for kings. Kings wins it. Juju Mott says you're not as good as you think. More aggression and more C-bets. It's rough because I don't really think I'm that great anyway. So if I'm worse than that, then that's bad. Especially at tournaments. I haven't really played very many tournaments. This is really my first stab at playing a lot of tournaments all at once. So it's cool to have this opportunity to do that here in Mexico. But other than that, mostly just a cash game player. Juju Mott says you're bleeding chips. Real bright spot in this chat, this Juju Mott guy. He's bringing all the positivity. D-Neg's bust. It's unfortunate. I feel like this chat is a scoreboard. It's a scoreboard for all other streamers. Maybe shake a tambourine when I sing. Everyone upset that I didn't just get it in there with Ace 9 suited. No, man, I don't. I guess I get them way later. I think this is on a 5-minute delay from the 5-minute delay. So I think it's 10 minutes.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I would try maybe refreshing it.
I don't know if that'll help. Where's the chat?
There's still a chat.
What do you do?
I don't know. Benjamin Adler is in the mix.
Is he? Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm confused about as well. But I just refresh this whole thing. So in 2 hours we can check back when this loads up.
Download Google Chrome.
I think that's the only problem.
Explorer is garbage. There you go.
Have you ever gotten a royal flush? Yes, I have.
So you You gotta check out all these super chats. Just click on those.
Okay. How do I just get it? Okay, there we go. Prasanna Ravindran, 1999, just here to see Brad Owen win with Jigdies. That'd be cool. Like to do that. Good luck, Brad, from Aaron Scott, 1999. Big fan of your vlogs and your play. Always seem to learn a lot from you. Thanks and win big. All right, I'm just seeing all these chats now. Ben Adler, 24.99. Thanks, guys, for all this. I'm sorry that I missed these before. Brad, you're here and streaming, and hopefully you are as moist as ever. Glad to see you, my friend. Here's a little something to get you caught up with some missed out donations. I would be happy to send Twinkies as well. Awesome, dude. Thanks, guys. Those are some big donations. $19.99, $19.99, and $24.99. Very cool. Everyone, okay, now you guys are seeing, like, I think the Ace Jack stuff. Okay, so Matt Hahn says, Brad Owen, I would definitely check out the Hurricane. You're in Cabo, right? They don't expect landfall. So, that's good news for us. We're not going to die, supposedly, hopefully. Little Tupac, guys. Little Tupac for you. Tupac and Dr. Dre. This was my jam. Why can't I get this up here? So we're on a break. Gonna use the restroom. Maybe slam a kombucha pretty soon as well. All right, dudes, I'm back. Need to get that kombucha, actually. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get a beer. Guys, cheers to you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. If you guys have a beer, cheers to you. Cheers to a deep run. We're gonna be getting it in soon. We need some luck. Richard Patton says, there's your proof there's no delay. There is a delay, 5-minute delay. You guys are just getting to a hand that I folded 5 minutes ago. We're on break right now. Or wait. It's a little bit odd. Andrew, I got a question real quick. Come check this out. Zlatal says, is it lagging for everyone? I think there might be a little bit of lag for some of you guys, which is, or maybe quite a few, which is unfortunate. But first stream, so there's always going to be a couple issues. See, you're going to be in here. Here, come over here. It's only like, this is only like 20-second delayed or something. It says 300. Just wait. I think. Unless you came over like a lot earlier, it's possible as well. Outplayed YouTube says you have to understand that everything that you do at the table conveys information. That's true. You do. I'm gonna call this get a bad flop and then check fold it. Would have hit an ace on the turn. Probably would have been good since it was ace, like 3-3 king jack board, so it probably would have chopped it. Hey Brad, why are you not playing more quads? You should really play quad queens more. Seriously, don't let streaming change your style. Yeah, I know. I really should be playing quads a lot more. Folding the 9-3 hearts here. We're getting down to it, guys. We got 15 bigs. So now we're getting into like the open jam range. Ben Adler, my man. I think your setting needs to be adjusted for the stream, not being notified of the super chats. Yeah, it seems to be like a bit of an issue, not being notified of all of the super chats, but we'll get that worked out. Ben's always usually firing in the super chat world. 7-5 offsuit. That's not going to be that one that we're playing with 15 bigs from the button. Everybody who's watching, I appreciate it. We've got 3,500 people viewing it right now. about to get exciting, I promise. Okay. I'm seeing some of these chats now, okay? Ben Adler. Someone, Big Bang, did £5. Here's to the double up. Thank you, Big Bang. Seth Ward, $1.99. Haters gonna hate. He's just mad he's not in it. Cody Immel, $5. I'm trying to find this chat here. I have to scroll down a little bit. Damn it. I can't scroll on this. So I can't. Okay. Did you get my message before? Good luck, buddy. And New Year's vlog. Damn it. For some reason I can't read this. This is real frustrating. I can't finish the rest of Cody Immel's and New Year's vlog at Firekeepers New Year's. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, appreciate the donations, guys. It helps support the channel and keeps me motivated to keep doing live streams for sure. This is a lot of fun though, in general. So it's still 52 minutes to late register. I want to find a spot to get it all in, to be honest, and then either bust and rebuy or double up. Doing Fieros D Fieros 83 says, doing fine, Brad. I just want to see you play more position power plays. Me too. I want to do that too. I want to see the Golden Knights do more power plays as well. They play at 7:30. What was that? It's showing up on my stream now? What? The chat is? What's the chat? Ah, okay. You're showing up on my stream now. I see what you're saying. Bill Gates has bad fold. Not sure what hand he's referring to. You're probably right. Whatever hand it is. Brad, you're too pure for toxic live stream chat. LOL.
I agree.
Was that?
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of fun. Raven Davis Bailey says, we love you, Daniel. Not sure which Daniel we're talking about. But, yeah, people say, let's see, Wyatt Irvin says, let's go, Brad, you got this. I believe you can come back and win from the short stack. I believe I can too. I mean, just one double up and we have like above starting stack. But we're just kind of taking the situations as they come. We could have busted this tournament before, so we still have a stack. That's fortunate. Seth Ward, okay, I'm just seeing the donation now. So yeah, it's weird because it is a delay, and I'm seeing like a delayed chat still. I don't know why YouTube has it set up like this. I got to change that in the settings at some point. Mario Morales, brother, I'm rooting for you. I watched your blog yesterday, and for some weird reason, your success feels like my success. That's cool. It's cool to share like my runs in different tournaments and have people feel like it's them doing it. That's kind of the goal. Anytime that I put out a poker vlog, I want you guys to feel like you're there, living out the moments for yourself. And I just feel like it's a whole kind of team effort. Now I've only got 10 big blinds. We are deep in the danger zone, dudes. Deep in the danger zone. Andrew, you still in the 600? How many big blinds do you have?
11.
Andrew's got 11 big blinds. We have 11. But after this hand, Jesus. So at this point, like, high cards are real important to have. We do not have a high card. I really want to defend here, but I also don't want to lose chips. We're gonna fold. If we had just a slightly better hand, then we would have called there. We are bleeding chips, that's for sure. 10 bigs. We're just gonna fold in the small blind. The 8-4 offsuit. I just want to get a hand that I can jam. Not great. Now we need to double up just to get the starting stack. So typically in tournaments, there's a few other hands that we'll be able to play a little bit more, but that hasn't really happened in this one so far. Queen 5 suited. We're gonna jam. We are going to jam. If it folds to us. If someone else raises, like this guy, we are gonna fold. A lot of people saying different folds are good because you would have, this fold is good because you would have lost. Try not to think about that. Try to just think about like what the best decision is based on someone else's entire range. Like for this hand, for instance, we would have flopped 2 pairs, so people would be like, oh, that's a bad fold. But you can't think like that. Just got to do the best you can with the information available at the time that you're making decisions. And Queen 5 is not a hand you want to go to battle with 10 big blinds. Neither is 9-5 offsuit. Biggie P. Hey Brad, just want to say good luck from Monterrey, Mexico. Thanks. Thanks, dude. I'm repping Mexico pretty hard right now. I got the Mexican flag here. Brad, how do you say call? Say it, call. You're gonna get pocket jiggities in a few minutes. LOL from Matthew Gibson. That'd be great. I haven't really had any pocket pairs in a long time. Got them kind of early on when it doesn't matter as much. You need them at this point in the tournament when you get short. So 2,547 people bought in, 1,268 people are left. You can actually still buy in and you'd have 20 big blinds. A little bit too late now to kind of register for this. 20 big blinds isn't really enough to make it worth it, in my opinion. But we made it halfway through the field, essentially, without winning many hands.
Just busting the $50
$50? That sucks. That was the WSOP event? 10 bigs here, middle position. It's not like an ideal spot. I mean, the only options are just jam or fold, and ace-5 offsuit is just like slightly not good enough to rip here. So there's an all-in and then a reshove over the top. Glad we did not rip with ace-5 offsuit. And that's because we would be very far behind both of them now. Now we pick up a double gutter though. I think I'm gonna root for my hand to win. 3 or 6? 6, yes! Oh, heart. Fuck, we lost. Fuck. Lost. Ace jack offsuit, we are getting this all in. Boom. Let's go, guys. 9.5 big blinds. Bitcoin to the moon. I think I want to call. I mean, I just want something fun to happen for you guys, and I want to win. That'd be nice. Folds. All right, not a terrible option here either. Ace-6 off, onto the gun, fold. Get rid of this garbage. Get it out of my face. $4,189 people here. Wow. That is a ton of people, way more than I would have expected. It's cool to see that there's that much support. 4,230 now. Would not have expected this many people to be watching, so thanks, guys. We'll get a better thumbnail for next time as well. We won't just say Brad Owen is offline. Drip, drip, drip. What's that noise? Oh, it's the sound of Brad bleeding chips. JK, man, keep up the great videos and play. Yeah. Identify. Yeah, man. We're getting low. We need to pump some life into this. We need to double up, and then we need to double up after that, just to be able to relax a little bit. Daniel Hobson, why are you so oddly cool? Keep up the great work. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good description of me. I actually have like social anxiety, so doing this kind of thing is kind of a strange thing for me. But you guys aren't, you're not. Rory O'Day, my buddy, dude. What's up, Brad? Shout out to Santa Rosa. Rory O'Day, him and his whole family have been like friends with since I was real young. His dad was the coach for me in soccer for a long time. His brother Matt and Rory, they were both on my soccer team for a while. Went to Santa Rosa Middle School with Matt O'Day. So some good times. I miss playing soccer. I miss like competing in some kind of sport. Played sports my whole life. And then poker kind of like took over that like, competitive, like the desire to be competitive, I guess. I think in order to be successful in poker, you have to be pretty competitive. So anyway, shout out to Rory. Tell your dad I say hi. And we'll go to Russian River at some point when I'm back in Santa Rosa. Spilled a little bit. It's hard to drink. Polar Rampage, buddy. That's the goal. Got a lot of ways to go before then. Adam Brown says, I'll give you $10 to fill a water bottle from the tap and drink it all. Not worth it. That is too big of a gamble. For those of you who are just joining, we're low on chips here in the $600 no limit deep stack WSOP event here on GG Poker. Not in great shape. We're folding here. We can't jam. Ah, boy, jams. King 5 offsuit. Oh. Should I fold this? Yeah. Where are the high cards at? Would have flopped top pair here. That would have been nice. Backdoor straight draw. Whatever were you thinking? 4,557 people watching me right about to bust this thing. People love the carnage. Would have made trip kings. I think that's good in this spot. But not much I could do with 10 big blinds. It's not a good spot to shove. Not the worst spot to shove, I suppose. But still haven't had like ace or kings, I don't think. Maybe we had ace. We did have ace way earlier on. It's been a long time since we've had a premium hand. Queen 9 offsuit. Ace 9 offsuit, we will get this. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Andrew. One time, fold around. Or call and us win. Everyone folds. Get out of our faces. We win. You guys got nothing. Use notebook flash before. Average stack is 87,000. It's a bit better than what we have. 1,200 people left out of 2,630. We do not want to get out of the client. We want to double up. So what do you have going on right now, Andrew? All in a call here. Pocket aces versus ace jack offsuit. He's got a open ender, 2 overs, but those are not live. Queen or 7. Pocket aces holds. Massive pot. I want to get into a massive pot. That would be great. How do I get into one of those? Jesus. 10 big blinds, ace 9 offsuit under the gun. We're just folding that one. We're too early. We're in too early a position here to rip that. Ace 10 would have ripped in. We have some straight possibilities. And so ace 9 just on the cusp. Wouldn't have made anything anyway. But maybe everyone would have just folded. It wouldn't have mattered. Pocket fives, we're getting it all in here, like almost no matter what. Less than 10 big blinds. We just got to get lucky at this point. We'd prefer to see raises from other positions, like especially from under the gun +1. Maybe we just call here from under the gun +1. But the thing is, he's gonna have so many. Jeez, now maybe we're just gonna fold now. Raise and a 3-bet. When under the gun +1 opens, it's going to be a narrow range, and then to 3-bet from the hijack, that shows like a ton of strength. Pocket fives, likely crushed. Just too speculative of a spot. And then terrible flop. Very possible that Shoe Goat could have an ace here, or pocket jacks or something, and then the other guy could have like kings or queens. It's kind of what I imagine he has after he checks back the turn. If he raises here, then I assume it's just going to be a wow. So Shoe Goat has the old ace queen, makes a boat and gets jammed on. Wow, that was nuts, man. That was a massive punt from the hijack. Because the hijack had a huge stack there. 399 from Brandon S. Love the YouTube content. You and Ryan D, the best. Okay. 9 bigs. We get a fold here from under the gun +1. I think maybe I have less than 9 bigs. Yeah, I have less than 9 bigs now. Jeez. Like 8 bigs. Basically just like staying alive on life support. Not ideal. Not ideal for the first stream ever. 5,000 people are watching. Wow.
Crazy.
They love to watch you bust. Skunk 1 says don't use meth. Good advice. Assume that was, I don't know. I won't. And we would have made trip queens here. Asher Hirsch says, is this the first stream ever? It is. You guys are here for history, all 5,073 of you. Some people say no lag, so that's good. David Sullivan, $2. You're sitting there and you're asking Andrew a question? Yeah. $9.99 from Mick Materney. Hey Brad, could you give a shout out to my friend Chris Lucio? He's a big fan. Recently got his pockets torn through by the Soaring Eagle Casino. This would cheer him up a bunch. Thanks. Yeah, man. Cheers to Chris Lucio. I imagine that's probably how you pronounce it. Yeah, sucks to get wrecked, but that happens, you know, happens to all of us. So, chin up, dude. Kelly Kimberly says, stay Sonoma strong. Yeah, he's talking about Sonoma County. We all had the $10 donation. Thanks, man. We're gonna get this in. If it folds to us, which I hope it does, because I want to get it in. I want so badly to get it in. That's what she said. I'm sure some of you are saying that in the chat here. But we can't call an under the gun raise. Hello from Belgium, Jules Winemakers. Tong Moss says kombucha and tequila. Sounds like a good mix. I don't hate the idea of trying that at some point. I did sell 40% of myself in this one. Sorry to those people who bought action, because we're getting smoked so far. I mean, we've actually done. I'm actually pretty happy with how we played. Fold to me, please. Please let me jam. All right, getting it in, dudes. Good luck, us. No big blinds. I wish this would work. Why is this not working? This would be a big shame. Okay, there we go. maybe it's the site trying to tell me like, dude, don't rip this one. You're gonna bust. 5,215 people in the stream. Little Rainbow Kitten surprise playing. Dodie Papa, you don't want to do this, dude. You don't want to do it.
Stay alive, dude.
Yeah. Sometimes some people. So if you're enjoying the stream, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Give it a like. What day is it today? Snow Monkey says, I want Brad to vlog his interactions with waitresses at chain restaurants. That sounds like a great thing to do.
Someone out there gets it. Great to see.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people in the chat saying that I should have jammed like 100 times by now. All those people would have all busted. We'd have been out. Promise. I don't even know how we're still alive in this thing, to be honest. God, these spots are so frustrating, especially to do on a stream. All right, let's go ahead. If we flop an ace, we are in there. This is not great. Oh, God. Did flop 2 pair. Okay, let's call one time. I feel like I'm just gonna lose like all my chips and then have like 3 big blinds. Okay. I don't know if that's a good, like this is a weird spot, but I hope he just checks back with like ace high. Yes, and that's what happens. So we're geniuses. We're the best poker players alive, guys. That's how we do it. You bleed chips for hours and then 3 out somebody to win some amount of chips to keep you alive to bleed out for hours again. That's our whole strategy. And then we bubble it. Okay. Let's try and do that. It's probably not going to come for a long time though. But I can go into the settings. Yeah, but my chat's on a 5-minute delay though.
Shouldn't be.
It is, so I don't know why.
When you refreshed it.
No, I know. Like it's not up there. King Jack versus Kings, usually not in good shape, but flops at least the gutter here. That's about all you can hope for. And bus. Kings would be nice. How do you get the big pairs? That's what I want. Oh, you just ask for them, and then you get jiggities. All right, guys. No matter what, all in here. Don't care who's opening. Don't care what happens. I don't care who you are, where you're from, as long as you shove me. I'm gonna tank, make it seem like a decision. And then I'm gonna get bad karma for that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna rip. I imagine I can get called pretty light, but not by 8 deuce offsuit. So we're back almost up to starting stack, and we've got another hand that we're gonna shove with. Fold. You wanna see mad switch calls, we're all in. Big pot. Ace queen versus ace 10. Hearts one time, 10 one time, heart one time. Oh God, I hate doing this. Actually, if the board pairs again, then we chop it up, but that's it, guys. Fun run, played the best that we could. 1,110th out of 2,752 players. If we rebought in right now, we'd have like very few big blinds. So we're not going to do that. Thanks a lot for following along on the first live stream that I've ever done. I think we did it for several hours. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't actually see how long. About 3 hours, so 5,500 people are watching. Thanks, dudes. Definitely will be more from the stream coming up on this channel, so stay tuned. Got a few more weeks here. This was fun, though. All right, guys.